Everybody, how's it going? Chris Hernandez here, back with another one. Today's video, what I'm going to cover specifically is what, how much time I dedicate to each task and how much hours I'm spending per week on the business, right? So, if you don't know who I am, I run my own digital ad agency, specifically help Ecom brands roughly do 5 to 10K a month. We help them scale to over 50K a month, at times even 100K per month, right? So, with that being said here, specifically, the amount of hours I'm spending per day on the business is roughly around, I'd say I'm probably spending around 3 to 4 hours a day. And this is just when I wake up, right? Priorities, I take a shower. And then right after that, I'm going straight to my laptop. I'm checking results for clients, making sure the ads are up and running and everything's properly set, as well as going over as my posts I make in Facebook groups, because I'm posting every single day in different Facebook groups. I have to type a post for that, as well as shooting content for YouTube, trying to grow my channel, as well as training content for my own Facebook group, right? So with that being said, every single day I'm roughly spending around 3 to 4 hours, and that's really broken up from little increments. I mean, when I wake up, priorities are taking care of the client. If they have any questions, making sure I'm answering them. If I need meetings or whatever with the team, I schedule those. But mainly the two things I'm focused on right now is just posting content and then uploading and making sure I'm growing my own Facebook group. I started running paid traffic yesterday, so I'm good to get paid traffic up and running. I believe that's the next step I'm missing to scale. It's just consistent meetings and consistent sales calls. So with that being said, there's people out here who, when they first get started, they're spending roughly around, I'd say 20 hours a week, 20, 40 hours a week, right? And then there's people out here who are spending roughly around like 60 hours a week. So you have a spread of different, I would say, the different ways people use their time, especially running an ad agency. Yeah, I've never really spent like 7 hour a day because I'm not at that level yet, right? I could see as the business progresses, as I get more and more clients on, of course I'm going to need more time to dedicate to the agency specifically, as well as work for the clients. But with that being said, right now I'm at a point where I have like one client on board, and I'm still looking to bring on 3 to 4. So with that being said, yeah, I'm still prospecting, still doing everything I do day to day with organic market attraction, as well as posting content. So for me, my time isn't really dedicated to, it is dedicated to the client, but as well as mainly my time is just dedicated to pumping out content, pumping out posts, pumping out training videos for my own Facebook group, etc. So how much time I'm spending? Yeah, like I said, 4 hours roughly a day, and really 2 hours are spent looking at results, posting content on Facebook, and the other 2 spent on recording videos, shooting content, as well as creating new training videos. So that's how I spend most of my time with regarding running the ad agency and then growing my personal brand. I know people out there that are doing well as the level of your ad agency continues to grow, right? Of course, the problems you have are going to grow, and then ultimately the commitment is going to grow as well. Because if you're balancing 8 to 10 clients, of course, that's a lot of work, because you have to manage 8 to 10 ad accounts, make sure everything's up and running, make sure the client is up to date with what to expect, and then making sure your team is delivering results. So as you grow your ad agency, you almost have to fit the role of, as the analogy I like to use is, if you're a business owner, basically you're the coach of your own team, right? Business owners are not technicians. They do not spend over 60 hours a week on their business. All a business owner does is just put people in the right position to succeed, and ultimately that's how you grow your business, right? So for instance, if I'm running an ad agency that's I want to specialize in Facebook ads, right? I bring on a media buyer who's top tier, and ultimately I just delegate the work to my media buyer, because they're specialized in Facebook ads. So of course I'm going to hire the best, and I expect them to get the best results for the client. So simple like that. As well as, I know if you want to offer creatives, if you want to offer like ad copy, bring people on board, and then they'll do the results for you, and then you just simply pay them, compensate them, and then make sure they're on board. And then ultimately, you're just putting people in the right positions for your business to scale. And then by doing that, the next step is to implement systems and processes, right? Because the main goal is to ultimately get as close as possible to automation without, of course, ruining the client experience. So pushing those levels, implementing systems where you can ultimately run on automation, where you can take yourself out of the business and it could still run successfully, right? It's ultimately the goal I'm trying to get at. Is just, like I said, putting people in positions to succeed, implementing systems and processes, and then just keeping a level-headed mind. And I made a post on Facebook recently and just said, the best lessons come from those who take a step back and realize what they're actually building, and then what can come from it a year or 2 years from now, right? Because I feel like as entrepreneurs, we tend to be so forward-focused, right? Just keep going forward, where at times, I mean, a lot of problems with the business just comes from like personal issues, personal bad experiences. Could be developed from family, could be developed from society, certain experiences. But with that being said, if we take a step back and look how far we've come, especially as entrepreneurs, what we've built, if you've put in like a year into the game, if you put in over like 6 months, you can just ultimately accept the progression and then use that as almost fuel to keep you going, right? Because for me, starting out a year from now, I've just learned and have grown so much, especially for the business side of things. And I know I'm not even where I want to be at yet, right? But taking that initial investment, putting that into myself, and then learning and then growing as an individual, while others, when I told them how much I spent on mentorship, they thought I was crazy. But just being so self-aware, being so present, and then being able to just, like I said, take a leap, burn all the bridges, and just put all that focus into myself, right? Ultimately, that's an awesome thing to see. And then I encourage everybody else to do it as well. Just taking that investment onto yourself to fund your dreams, right? Because I've seen it on social media as well as from other content creators. A lot of people are lost, and then they get sit, and then they believe that college is the path for them. They go to college, they do all 4 years, they get a degree, and then realize, wow, this is gonna be my life for till I'm like 60 or till I retire, just working a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday for years and years to come. When people are just don't realize what decision they're actually making, right? If they let society control them. So with that being said, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but with that being said, I'm going to tie this back into, if you want to be a business owner, you need to think like a business owner. You can't be a full technician trying to do everything, right? Business owners, their jobs is to put people in the right positions for the business to succeed. And ultimately, I see a lot of the reason why small businesses fail is because business owners don't know how to manage a team, right? Where an ad agency, it's very lean and boutique, right? Ultimately, to scale to over 6 figures a month, you just need one media buyer. You and a media buyer, and then you could literally just scale to over 6 figures. So, with that being said, that's really all I have for you guys. Keeping it short here. Keep it simple when it comes to running an ad agency. The amount of time you spent should be dedicated to prospecting. I would say 80% of your time should be spent posting content, growing your brand, and then getting, like I said, prospecting. For me personally, I use OMA, so I'm constantly posting in Facebook groups, and most of my time is spent writing posts, and then just like I said, shooting content. So if you have any questions, if you guys have any topics you want me to cover next, comment them down below. And then, more content coming soon, guys. I'll see you on the next video.